Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. You can see here I am about to do an elite solo wave. Not just a solo wave, the elite solo wave. Yeah, because that's what we needed. We needed another set of waves to do. Whatever, man. Whatever. Yes, still boosting with my Cerritos. How did I get two? I don't remember. I feel like one had to be available in the battle pass. You paid the $20, you got the thing. And then I guess I was still able to do the event to unlock the Cerritos. So I got two. Okay. A little easier for me to be able to boost my ships with two Cerritos. Because I don't have to wait for the cooldown. You may need to use a Titan because you can boost everybody. So let's start these. These are much harder than the other ones. They really are. And I'm not a huge fan of that. Which, I mean, of course, the Angry Rhino is not a fan of that. But whatever. And yes, I am doing the 50s, not the 60s. Purposefully. Because I get nowhere against those 60 ones. The G5 ones, I can't even fully complete that. Which is annoying. I'm not sure. In my opinion, I don't think it's working properly because that just doesn't make sense to me. I don't really like how fast these dumb things are. I feel like they are much faster. Yes, you have 3 ships, but they're harder. They're harder to kill and they're faster, which yes, makes doing these waves even worse. It's fine, you know, challenges and such, and also, they're supposed to be done with the new ship that can kill multiple hostiles in with one blast, which is, I mean, that's neat. I'm not saying that that's not neat or anything. It's just, yeah, it's a little annoying. I would prefer that. Well, I mean, I guess the first two rounds is fine, but I like how they're clustered up now. You get to wave 3, and it's like, oh, they're in more of the same general vicinity instead of having to crisscross across the map. As you can see, this guy, I may not get. Again, they're faster. That's annoying. And no, I did not load a speed crew out because it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't change the outcome for me, which sucks, but whatever. I mean, especially on the G5, like why do I have trouble doing the G5 ones? You think I'd be able to do the G5 ones really easy, but I can't. It's just annoying, I guess. I mean, I have 2 max G5 epics. I mean, okay. I mean, if that's how you designed it, that's how you designed it. But I will be looking at a battle log. Yeah, I'm not sure if I say Apex Shred isn't doing anything, but it's just an opinion, I guess. You see how I'm getting to them a lot quicker now. That's because they're in the clusters. Having to crisscross the map is hard. So to a certain extent, I'm not sure that you need a speed crew. I mean, for the first 2 rounds of the wave, it does kind of seem like you need a speed crew. But for the last few, I don't think you need one. And then here you go. All three of them are in the same spot for the last wave. So, well, maybe not the same spot, but they're all coming in the same direction. And yeah, it's 9 hostiles instead of 6. Okay, so I killed that one. I don't know why the cutting beam isn't even charging. I mean, that's just kind of lame, but whatever. And then, I mean, here you go is where the epics, they're going to die here. Oh. Okay, well, the Borg Cube died. I think the D'Deridex is going to die now. Yeah, the D'Deridex died too. Which is very disappointing. Because I killed that one. The other 2 died, which is odd, but it's fine. I mean, it is what it is. You just have to, I guess the word is, suck it up for a minute and then grow stronger. Yeah. Spoiler alert, I actually am pre-recording this, have other things to do this weekend. But in the middle of doing those other things, I will probably have my at least one G6 rare. So I may actually be able to do this. So we'll probably look for next week to see another video like this. To see if the G6 warships, the G6 rares, actually make a difference here for me. They probably do. The payout here, I get that I didn't complete the wave, but this is where that performance is where I'm at for my level. There's not a whole lot you can do. I mean, because there's 9 ships. Okay, I can kill 4. Even between time, because one ship's going to die almost for everybody, because there's no way that you can have 3. That third ship is going to be as strong as your best ship. I mean, how hard is that? That's really difficult, even for a medium spender. So there's that. Maybe there's a few crew. Maybe one off the Quasi. Quasi's going to be giving us Apex Shred from the below deck ability. So while you got Georgiou on above deck on one ship, you can put Quasi below on another ship, and then now you got more Apex Shred on 2 ships. Plus the favors, which I have maxed by now. Other than that, there's really not a whole lot you can do. And even doing that, is that really going to do anything? Or at least change the outcome and be able to complete wave 5. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, who knows? But the payout here, as I'm saying, is this is where I'm at for my level. This is all I get. It's just, the numbers don't make that much sense. Section 31 access keys, I get 4,600. From doing the G6 solos, the regular G6 solos, I get 4,500. I actually get more access keys from this. From the G5 epic solos, and only completing wave 4 of 5. But the Section 31 credits and then the mirror credits, 5,700 Section 31 credits from the regular solos, and I only get 3,400 here. 2,900 mirror credits from the regular solos, 1,700 here. It's weird that you get more access keys here, but you get less of the other 2. That's weird. It's weird. Now fully completing the 5 waves, yeah, you're going to get more. But it's weird that you get more of the access keys, but less of the other ones. That's odd. And the kind of shitty thing here is you got to decide what to do with your starts. Because at some point you will need this GS31 recon datas. Because that's how you do whatever with the ship. I'm not exactly sure. Is that the refinery fuel or is that the ship component currency? It's probably the refinery fuel. You're going to need those. You're going to need them. Right? Sure. Well, but how many do you need? No idea yet. For me, it is. I'm at least 100 days away. So it'll be some time. But so before you get the ship, I don't recommend doing that many of these. Because there's really no point. You're wasting your starts, especially if you're going to get less currency total. Yes, I get 4,600 instead of 4,500, but it's only 100. I'd rather have more than 2,000 more Section 31 credits and 1,000 more Mirror credits. That's just me. Now let's go check out I want to look at the battle log. Which one of these do I want to look at? I don't even remember. I want to look at the Interceptor. I want to look at the Return. This should be this one. One of the ones I won. So I was looking at the numbers yesterday from one of the things I did, and it just didn't look right. I'm looking at the apex barrier here. See these? We'll just go with this first gun here. And I'm looking at, and let's do the first shot. Okay, 108 million standard damage, 367 isolytic damage. Okay, it only mitigates 19 million of my standard damage. That's good. It's like 20% or 25%, whatever it is. Like, sure, 25, between 20 and 25%. And then it mitigates 354 isolytic damage. That's a lot. That's a lot. It really is. Wow. 354 million of 360. Wow. So that's a difference of, what do I have? 13 million isolytic damage left over. That is a lot. These things have a lot of isolytic defense. So being that the difference here with the standard damage, let's say, 89 million. 89 million plus 13 million is 102 million. Is that what you got? So 102 million. Now I assume this is going in order. It takes away the mitigated standard damage. It takes away the mitigated isolytic damage. And then with what's left over, which was 102 million, Apex Barrier blocks some of that. And it blocks 90 million. That seems way too high to me. I mean, it blocks. It's not quite 90%. What is it? 89, 88%. Apex Barrier is still blocking 88 to 89% of my damage. With Apex Shred, it's doing that. The favors are maxed. They're 150% Apex Shred. Okay, my Giorgio is only tier 2. That's another 55. So with 205% Apex Shred, you're still blocking 88 to 89% with your Apex Barrier? And I'm supposed to think that Apex Shred is actually working or useful in any way? What the hell would the numbers have been if I had no Apex Shred? What, I would do no damage? Because you see what goes to the hull and the shields here. 11.2 million. I was supposed to have 102 million left after standard mitigation and isolytic defense. And I only do 11.5 million? Because you blocked 90? That doesn't sound right. There's no way. There is no way that this is working correctly. The only thing I can say is, and this is the first round, so it's not like something that is building up over time. This is the first shot. Now, does it get diminished? It's still blocking 93 million down here. So it's not like the Apex Shred makes it get worse over time. It doesn't. It's just an 11.5 to the hull. The only thing I can think of is these ships have really, 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 really high apex barrier. Almost to the point where when you look at the battle log, it looks like Apex Shred does nothing. 205% Apex Shred. And it looks like it does nothing to the Syndicate Reaver's Apex Barrier. And this is a G5 shit. This is a G5 hostile, not a G6. It's G5. How much Apex Barrier does this thing have? Well, that's a damn good question. Nothing listed in the offensive category, nothing listed in the defensive category. At least nothing for numbers anyway. You come up to the ship ability and it just says, oh, increased piercing stats, weapon damage, and apex barrier. Ship abilities are always active. Okay, how much apex barrier does it have? 10 million? Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. But there's something wrong here. Either it didn't work right, putting in the Apex Shred to counter the Apex Barrier, or, yeah, I'll say it, that they lied to us. Because there's no way that Apex Shred is doing anything. It's not doing anything. They're going to still block almost 90% of the damage. 205% Apex Shred. You still block 90%? That doesn't make sense. Though I guess it could be the way the equation goes. This 93 million is off of the original numbers. I mean, which, I guess that is something else that it could be. But when you factor in the high isolated damage, isolated defense, because you have standard damage, isolated damage, and now Apex Shred and Apex Barrier into the mix, it just looks like it's not doing anything. Wow, I could have sworn that when they brought... I gotta go see if I can find those PDFs of them trying to explain this shit to us. But I thought that the Apex Barrier was supposed to be a barrier against the remaining after the other two defenses, the standard mitigation and the isolated defense, were calculated. Not off of the original numbers, because you're blocking 90. Whatever. I guess we'll just keep getting more Apex Shred from somewhere, and I guess eventually the number will go down. It just seems... I guess it's annoying to do all these researches and to do all this stuff, and you get your shots up to this one here, 11.5 standard damage, 364.5 million isolytic damage, and they only 11.5 hits the target. That's disappointing, is what it is. It's very disappointing. And then you look at these jackasses up here. 2 billion isolytic damage. What? Whatever. Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, we'll figure it out and we'll start enjoying it, or it'll fall into the void, like the star bases. Or not star base. What is it? Assault. Yeah. Comment below. What do you think of the new wave set? These epic solo waves. They definitely seem much tougher, especially without the GS31. What do you think? Are they the right amount of toughness? Or are they too tough? Are they not tough enough? And what do you think about the rewards? You think the rewards are right? And yeah, no, I just spent how many minutes talking about the Apex Shred versus Apex Barrier. Do you think it's still working? Do you think it's working? I'm not so sure. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.